Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we will be discussing an extremely important topic from software engineering, the capability maturity model or CMM. ठीक है? This concept not only helps in organization improving software quality, but it is also one of the most frequently asked question in UGC NET. So let's understand what CMM is, why it was developed, and how it helps in measuring the maturity of an organization software process. Moving on, the CMM was developed by Software Engineering Institute at Mellon University, initiated by US Defense Department. So it is like a basic idea where the concept arises of CMM. So its main goal was to help software organization in improving the quality and reliability of the software development processes. So it's basically focused on the process that are going in the software SDLC cycles or software development life cycle. So we can get the maximum benefits from them. So CMM describes the key elements of an effective software process, allow companies to evaluate their process maturity, that is how well organized and optimized their software development practices are. To check the what procedure they are following in the like SGLC process, they are better or not, they are in the optimized position or not, they are giving the best output or input or not. So the main focus of the CMM is only on the improving the software development life cycle processes. Okay, so no matter what life cycle model you follow, waterfall, spiral, agile, anything, any software SDLC model you are following, it focuses on uh, uh, improving the and giving you the optimized solution. So CMM gives you a framework for continuous improvements. So these are the five maturity levels and their characteristics given in the like in the video. So there are five maturity levels. CMM defines five maturity level, each representing a stage in the evolution of an organization's process maturity. So these are: first is initial, repeatable, defined, managed, optimizing. So the question that might come in UGC NET in the form that what are the five maturity levels in the CMM? Which of the following is not a CMM maturity level? Which is are the who which are the following matters in the maturity levels? These are type of question can be come. So you have to remember this name. First is initial, repeatable, defined, managed, or optimized. So you can remember their initials IRDMO. Okay, you can remember that it is like IRDMO, IRDMO, IRDMO. So in this way you can remember what are the five maturity levels. So the level of that having like level 1, level 2, level 3 is also important, and what characteristics and what they are handling are also important. So initial is related to ad hoc processes, repeatable is related to basic project management, and defined is related to process definition, managed is related to process measurement, and optimizing is related to continuous process improvement. So by the name you can just remember that management like managed related to measurement, defined related to definition, optimization you are improving something, so continuous process improvement, repeatable means like a basic project, and initial is ad hoc. So in this way you can just keep find a shortcut how to remember this type of maturity levels and how they are related and what are their characteristics. So at let's discuss each one with the examples to make it crystal clear. Okay. So at level 1, Everything is chaotic and unstructured. There are no formal procedure or documentation, and every developer works in their own way. There is no standard procedure has been defined. There is no documentation has been done. There are no formal. This is, you just can remember, it is a like initial process. So the success of projects depends mostly on efforts or heroics, not on a defined process. So like it's the this process, this level is like basically achieved through our individual efforts only, because there is no standard procedure has been followed. So if a person who is well qualified, who is like having a high level of knowledge or expertise, then can easily handle this type of maturity level. Or then otherwise, if he is a beginner or a fresher, the success of the project can be delayed because he not very much efficient in this process. So for example, imagine a startup with just two developers building an app without documentation, version control, or testing standards. If one developer leaves, it's almost impossible for the other to continue seamlessly. So you can see that it might well create a problem where, like, if you are having a like MNC where hundred of people are like employed, so if one person leaves or enters the organization, it does not affect that much. But if you are having like two-person in the company, that it might get an effect. So this is exactly what level 1 represents. Initial represents a lack of defined processes and dependence on individuals. It completely depends on the individuals that are handling the process. It does not follow any standards. You can only has the basic idea how the level 1 works, what is to be undertaken, what is not has to be like undertake, like who are handling, on which perspective the success of the project depends. You can just remember the basic things, that much important. For the like semester exam, if you are preparing it, then you have to write some lines, because it's a like long marks question. CMM question is an important question, so you have to remember everything from the slide. So at level 2, organization begins to implement basic project management practices like cost tracking, scheduling, and estimation technique. So the, as you remember its characteristics, level 2 is handling like basic project management is to be done here. So you can just relate it like cost tracking, scheduling, and anything that related to like handling the basic management practices has been taken care here. So tools like Kokomo, in another video we'll find a detailed explanation on how the Kokomo model works. So it's like to estimate the cost of the like model, how much the cost will it cost. So it the full form stands as Kokomo uh, constructive cost model. Or so the tools like Kokomo or functional point analysis are introduced to estimate project size and cost. The key feature here is that successful results can be repeated, but only for similar type of projects. So the you can handle like same type of like tracking system or something like that, where the success can be achieved, but it works in the like similar. You cannot say that if you predicted it and do something in different kind of project and you are predicting same for the other, this cannot be by the case. The procedure can be different. So okay. For instance, if a company successfully develops a mobile banking app, they can use the same planning and estimation methods for another similar banking app. You cannot use the same estimation method for a e-commerce business. It might be different for them. So hence, process become repeatable in this level. So you can easily remember this type of level at like repeatable, where you are just repeating the procedure that had been used for one app to the another app. But there is a condition that these two app must be like similar, or these two project must be some have some kind of similarity in them. So next level is defined, where you just remember the project definition has been done. Define means definition, so you can just relate the two words. So at level 3, processes for both management and development are well defined and documented. There is a formal like documentation is there in this level. So everyone in the organization follows a common standard, a uniform way of doing work. So if the individual left, or it does not depend on individuality, so individuality effort. So if individual leaves, it does not impact in that much, because there is a formal some definition is going on at each level of the SDLC process, and the uniform way of doing work is done. The organization also clearly defines roles, responsibilities, and workflows. So in this case, their separate team are divided in the like in the organization. There is a separate team for like testing, development, designing, coding, implementation. There is like every team coding and implementation are the same. So the every team has in his own purpose and has his own roles. No one interrupts other. It like providing feedback to each other. So like there is a proper standard that has to be followed. There is a requirement analysis team also. There is a feasibility study team also who check the feasibility of the project, whether the project is going to work in the future or not, other requirements are fulfilled or not. There's a separate roles and activities has been defined among the teams. So a good example here is a company that maintains ISO 9000 certification. So at this level, ISO 9000 aims achieving this level. So ISO 9000 is a standard certification provided to the company that they are following that kind of like work management, process management, and development activities. So this is like the question can become where the ISO aim which level, like achieving the which level of the CMM. So you can like tick the mark level 3. Okay. So in this level, the organization achieve process definition, meaning everyone speaking the same process language. There's no different like the everyone maintaining the like documentation in their own format. There is a standard format that goes to all the groups. So next level is level 4, where the process management is measurement is done. Managed measurement. Okay. So at level 4, organization move from process definition to process measurement. Now performance is tracked using metrics and data. So if of course if there is a measurement is done, so there must be some metrics and the data has been used for that calculating the performance measurement. So the product metrics like size, reliability, and defect density, this type of parameter can be used for like checking the product metrics. So like how the product been developed, what is the size of the product, how what is the reliability, how time it takes to like process the something, what time then the product can be easily understandable to the user or not. This kind of matrix is used for product metrics. Another kind of matrix is for process metrics, where the like process metrics like defect correction time, productivity rate, or average number of bugs found per thousand line of code, etc. Like average failure detected during testing per LOC. LOC means line of code, not the like line of control. It is line of code where you can check whether the process is being going on in the better way or not. What is the like turnaround time, something like this goes under the process matrix, another goes under the product matrix. So there are two metrics that has been used in this level. One is product and another is process matrix. So organization at this level use tools like potato chart and fishbone diagrams to identify where most errors occurs. Like these are the tools that are used for like measuring the same. For example, if data shows that 60% of bugs from one specific module, the team can focus more on improving the part. So level 4 emphasizes quantitative control and measurement. It's like checking which part has to be taken needed much care, which part does not need that care, that we can like skip, which we can. So the some tools are used to like make the people work easy, and this other some things that turn it level 4. Least last but the no, last but not the least, the level 5, which is optimizing. So finally the at level 5, the focus shifts from measurement to continuous improvement. Here organizations analyze data and lesson learned from past projects to refine their processes further. For example, if the team finds that unit testing is catching too few bugs, they might revise the review process or to integrate automation tools to detect error earlier. So this is also the level where the innovation happens. New tools, methods, and technologies are adopted to enhance performance. So at this stage, the organization not only measures but continuously improving, making it a true learning organization. So there is a continuous improvement is done at this level, as the name suggests. So the innovation is done, the revision is done, reviewing them is done, integrating automation tools to detect errors earlier. So this level is continuous improvement. So previously we just use process and product measurement to test the performance or the measurement of the product. In next we are using that data to analyze the product for continuous improvement process. So in one of the previous exam, the question comes like, what is the full form of KPA? KPA stands for key process areas in CMM. So what does it mean? So this KPAs defines what areas the organization should focus on to move to the next maturity level. It means like we are focusing that at level 1 we have achieved this KPS, so we can move to next level. At level 2 we define where that we have attained this type of KPS, so we can easily move to level 3. So these are like standard criteria that has to be fulfilled at each level. So in level 1, as there is an initial process, no documentation has been done, it depends on the individual efforts, no matrix has been used. So we can say that there is no KPA present at the level 1. So level 1 is skipped. We have to focus from KPAs from level 2. So these are the table. You can just take a screenshot of this or note down in the pen paper form. There's what are the focus of the each level in the CMM, and what are their key process area in each level. As you can see, there is no KPA for initial level, so you can skip that part. Next, you can just remember some name. So this type of question can occur in the multi MCQ form, so you have to remember this. It's like a theory concept you have to remember. So at level 2, the focus is on project management and process discipline. So the main KPAs are requirement management, software project planning, software project tracking and oversight, software subcontract management, software quality assurance, software configuration management. So for instance, implementing version control through GitHub or Bitbucket falls under configuration management, while maintaining detailed project plans and schedules uh, correspond to project planning. So it's like basically dealing with the requirements, how to collect requirements from the customer. Project planning has to be done. Project tracking has to be done. There, whether it works or not. You have to like the process that are related to like a project in the starting phase is comes under the level two. So the next level two three KPAs. So the focus shift to organizational process definition and standardization. Previously, the project is on like focus is on of level two is on project management and process discipline. Here, the process shift to process definition and standardization. These KPIs are included in the level three. So we can take it example as introducing a structured training program for new engineers or implementing regular peer codes are example of level 3 practices. So at level 4, the KPIs are centered around measurement and quantitative control, where the like tracking software quality metrics like mean time between failures or defect density per release help ensure product quality. And the last one, at level 5, the focus is on continuous improvement and innovation. So, for example, adopting AI based code analyzer or automating regression testing are example how level 5 organization continuously evolve. So here some question related like comes in previous year UGC NET exams. From this you can easily answer what might be the like these are some practice question for you. So the first question is given below are two statements. Quality control involves a series of inspections, reviews, and tests. Yes, throughout the software process to ensure each product. Yes, this is correct. In quality ensure control, you are just measuring the like what are the inspection has to be done, reviews, test has be to be performed to ensure product meets the requirement. Yes, quality assurance consists of auditing and reporting functions. Yes, both are correct. So the answer would be 1. Both statement 1 and 2 are true. The next is with reference as I say previously, I said that we have to match it like remember what are the characteristics of each maturity level. You can see that. So if you remember one or two, you can easily answer. Suppose the initial means Adhoc, it's like simple one. So you can eliminate option 1 and 4th because A matches with 4. So the second or third option we have left with. So option B repeatable. It is like process management and defined means process definition. C match with second. Okay, from the option we can see it matches with third, A fourth, and C second, which is an important one that like differentiate between the option 2 and 3. So we can easily answer at it as option 3. This is an easiest question that can come in the exam. Yes, this comes in UGC NET exam in previously. So KP in CMM stands for easy key process area. The next question is in the context of software configuration management, what kinds of files should be committed to your source control repository? So code files, yes. Documentation files, yes. But output files are not necessary to come in because you don't have to like access to what is the output files. So it is wrong. Automatically generated files that are required for your system to be used, no. In configuration management you are just related to like how to handle the something. So we can say that option A and B, where the option A and B is given is correct. So option 1 is correct. So software configuration management is a systematic process for tracking and controlling changes to software through its development lifecycle to ensure quality and consistency. It's like how the configuration of the file is done, because how the project is configured. So the code files and the documentation are just necessary to just to store in the system. So that's it for the today's video. So thank you for watching, so much for watching this video on CMM. If you found this lecture useful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And we will be posting more UGC NET related video on this channel and other videos also for some extra exam. See you in the next video. Thank you.